You want 5 Tommies? No. You got 5 Tommies, but I don't want any more Tommies. You get a Tommy, and you get a Tommy, and you get a Tommy, and you get a Tommy. Hey writers, my name is Hawkillies and I am a Power Rangers fan. Like most kids in the 90s, I was fascinated by multicultural teenagers with attitude and color-coded spandex. Trust me when I say that it was an absolute revolution in children's television. Most fans would enjoy a few seasons, catch a few memories, and then grow up to lead productive lives as valuable members of society. But not ya boy. In fact, I'd wager that most people outside of the fandom don't know that it's still on the air today. A few years ago, it wouldn't have been uncommon to see articles pop up with the title, "Is Power Rangers a Dead Franchise?" And honestly, it was a fair assumption at the time. But that was then, and this is now, and we are in a very different state of the Power Rangers franchise. We talked a little bit about it on my Toku Tuesday night stream on Twitch, but we need to really emphasize the point that no one thought Go Busters was going to be adapted into anything. Where you can find me Tuesday and Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific time, or Saturday morning, 7 a.m. But I wanted to go a little more in-depth and look at Power Rangers as a whole. To catch you up to speed, 2 things happened in May of 2018 that really helped reinvigorate the franchise for different reasons. Number 1, Hasbro buys the Power Rangers brand from Saban. And number 2, Boom Studios Power Ranger comics begin their Shattered Grid event, giving fans the multi-universe team-up that they've been waiting for. I've always been a big believer that the Boom comic under the pen of Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott has been single-handedly responsible for giving us adult fans something to chew into. The hard fact is that Power Rangers as a brand has failed to grow with the audience that made it popular. Whoa, I don't mean that the show needs to be grim, dark, and ultra gritty. It's a kids show, plain and simple. But there should be other media that kids can migrate to after they've aged out of the show's primary demographic. Think about Pokemon. The anime still caters to the same audience that it always has, while the games tend to skew a little more complicated. And they sell gangbusters. That's because it doesn't matter if I'm 10 or 30, I want my Ampharos to pummel some Rattata. It's this kind of scaling that helps franchises go on for years, gaining new audience members while simultaneously shepherding older members into new parts of the same ecosystem. Until the comic came along, Power Rangers had no place to filter these fans. You either consume the TV show or you aged out of the property altogether. And this, my friends, is where Hasbro's new plan comes into play. You know Hasbro, multimedia giant, owner of brands of, Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. Until recently, Hasbro has just kind of been skirting the status quo of Power Rangers. Repurposed Japanese footage to create TV shows, to sell toys, 5 Tommies, profit. But now we've finally got some concrete news as to what the future of the brand looks like in their hands. Via The Hollywood Reporter, quote, Jonathan Entwistle, the creator behind the Netflix series It's the End of the Effin' World, has been entrusted to engineer and shepherd the next series of screen adaptations of Power Rangers. But while other recent efforts have focused primarily on the big screen, the new initiative will see Entwistle overseeing and directing both film and television adaptations. Entwistle will act as a conductor of a connected story universe that will bridge multiple platforms. And a piece that was left out of the Hollywood Reporter article but was in Hasbro's corporate press release says, in addition to the new non-kid projects under Entwistle, Power Rangers-inspired kid series Beast Morphers is currently airing. And I think that last part is important for everyone that thinks that Hasbro is ending their partnership with Super Sentai and that this is the end of the world. Get it? End of the world. I may be totally off here, but the context sounds like the main series is going to continue as is. We already know that Power Rangers Dino Fury is set to air in 2021 as an adaptation of the Sentai Ryu Soldier. And I don't think that Power Rangers is so unpopular with kids that they'd nuke the entire kids portion of the show. Think of this as the next step to filter aging fans into. Jonathan Entwistle is known for writing young adult content, and he's pretty dang good at it. Like, award-winning. In the best form, he's just taken a role comparable to Kevin Feige in the MCU. Entwistle will be entrusted as the architect of a Power Rangers universe moving forward. We're going to be getting more movies, more television, and hopefully more effort. Hasbro has said that they believe that Power Rangers can stand right beside Transformers as a pillar of pop culture. But this is the first tangible move we've seen towards that goal. What's the state of the Power Rangers franchise? Well, it's beaming with potential. but we've seen potential before. In 2 years, if I'm watching Austin St. John in the big screen playing a coinless version of Jason, ready to pass the baton to the next generation, then I'd say we're in a pretty good place. But until then, we look towards the future with fingers crossed and hoping that the power will protect us. But I want to know what you think. Let me know your opinion in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. Also, I want to be friends with you, so come find me on all the social media. They are right there on the screen. Plus, if you can henshin that like button into a blue boy and rider kick that subscribe button, I would be so thankful. Thank you already so much for watching, and I will see you next time.